Studio and game developing in Roblox. As you can see, my channel is all about coding, not just Scratch. So I will sometimes be doing stuff like this that's not Scratch. So as you can see, when you first create a basic platform in Roblox Studio, it looks like this. You have your toolbox, your command. You might have the properties open, but usually you don't. So what you're going to do here is first go here and then get the output. The output is an extremely useful tool that you need to have. So this is a quick explanation of what all the buttons do. The select, you can select an item. As you can see, if you're wondering why can I select the base plate, you can only select it from the workspace. This is the explorer. This is where everything in your game is. Like text chat servers. This is chat, bubble chat. This is how bubble chat works. Teams, you don't have any teams, you can add a team here, and then the team adds some stuff. Starter player. This is the character scripts. Without these, your player won't run. Starter pack. If you add a tool here, the player starts with a tool. So if I add a tool and I add a part to the tool, now I have a tool. It's nothing because the part doesn't exist. But I still have the tool, like it exists. And then there's the starter GUI. GUI is crazy, but you do need some requirements. Starter GUI, you cannot add any GUI unless you add screen GUI. GUI means whatever's on your screen. If I add a text button, I can change this. Warning: if you are using a text button, hello, this is an example, and you click it again. It is a text button. You can click it and it stays there. The warning is if you get a text box, don't think that this is like a text label. There's a huge difference. As you can see, this is a text box, but if we click play, it says this is a text box, but we can change it. We can change it when we're in the game, and they're a lot harder to work with. So make sure you have text labels, not boxes. That's screen GUI. Server storage, stuff will be saved here automatically. Don't worry about this. Server script servers. This is where you put all your scripts that are not made for some things. If I had a script here, sure, print hello world, and I click play, hello world, and it says where it is, server, script 1. Another important thing to mention that this is the client. That right now when you click play, you're in the client, it says client. Now I'm in the server. The client does not have access to data store, more on that later, or too much changing scripts and creating remotes. As you can see, if you're in the output, if you do anything, you can do your code. This is usually made for errors, and this is disconnected. Don't worry about this. This is like a server ID. No, your game is not public unless you make it public. More on that later. So on the script, if I do error, and then put this, we can do. Let's do the reason there's an error thing in Roblox Studio language. By the way, Roblox Studio language is Lua. All the code that you make has to be run off Lua. There are plugins that allow you to do other stuff, but mostly everything is run off of Lua. Error, if I do, hello, this is my error, spelled it wrong, error message. When I play the game, so the reason it's red, that does not mean it failed. The reason it's red is because this is an error message, not like a print. Server script service, that's that. Dot script one. Hello, this is my error message. Pretty neat, huh? And by the way, anything you do in play mode doesn't actually affect the server, so you need to make sure you fix that. Replicated storage, more on that later. Same with replicated first. Material servers, this happens when you add like materials. You don't really need to worry about it. Lighting. This is light. And then there's the workspace. Players, if you're wondering why it's empty, that's because, well, there's no players joined. But if you click play, as you can see, there's a player, me, my backpack, empty. That's what you have in. Started here, nothing, player GUI, that's free cam. Free cam, unfortunately free cam, you have to do a bit of setting up for it. Like it's free cam for video production, blah, blah, blah. It already has free cam and you can just activate this whenever you want. You can just activate this whenever you want in your games. If you want this, look at a new video because I'm not going to bother to explain it. And then there's workspace. Workspace, well, this is your game itself. Everything you see here, that's my workspace. We have the camera. Don't mess around with this. It's the camera, like where you see. How about this in a terrain? Again, don't mess around with it. You can always do other stuff. There's spawn location. Basic, and in spawn location, there's a decal. If you're wondering what a decal is, it is a picture there. As you can see, it says texture, blah, 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 spawn location, not PNG. You can change this to whatever you want. You just need to put on like there. I removed the texture, now there is no texture. You can just delete the decal. And then this is a spawn location. If you don't have one of these, well, yeah. This is a base plate. Instead of a decal, it has a texture. So it has bottom, back, forward. There's the Roblox asset ID for the texture. And then this is the basement itself. It's a part, more on that in a second. This is the workspace. Everything. Everything that you see here goes in that, or there. Unless you're somebody using remote commands, but we're not going to worry about that. Now there's the buttons. Select. Pretty simple. Select. Move. You can move an object using this, not the very inaccurate select. There's scale. Pretty simple. Scale something. Yes, there's a huge difference between this and Scratch. Have you guessed it yet? Well, this is a lot less kid-friendly. A lot less kid-friendly because how more complicated it is. But it's also 3D, unlike Scratch. And it also comes with multiplayer without having to set up a complicated script for it. This is a scale, pretty simple. Rotation, click rotate. Helicopter. And then we have mode, geometric, you can make it physical. This happens. Physical, here's what the difference between geometric and physical. Let me create another part. Let me do some scaling. So I'm in physical right now. As you can see, watch this. So, as you can see, watch this. I can't scale it inside, but physical is like more like real life. I was something geometric. Nothing happens. It's all regular. You can tell. You can notice between difference. Physical, it has that logo and it's orange. I'm gonna keep it geometric. It's so much easier. And it also disables collision. Well, it doesn't actually technically disable collision when you click play. Where is it? If you're wondering can this thing move? Yes, it can unless you anchor something. So then there's collision. If you click something, you can turn on collision, turn it off, join surfaces. What this does, they're pretty simple. They're pretty simple what they do. Join surfaces, I don't know. Then there's a terrain editor. This is why I said don't mess with this terrain, mess with this terrain. This is a terrain editor. It might look like weird, like what? Why can't I do anything? You have to click edit. This is the real editor. I can paint, and I can go I need to make it a bit bigger because how small it is. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to choose my material, this, and I'm just going to say center, snapping, ignore water, ignore parts. and I'm going to do draw. See? I'm creating terrain. And you can even draw with this. That's how good it is. Like, let's see if I can write something. I'm going to zoom out really far. Hello. Please subscribe. Oh, that's very good handwriting. And then there's select. You can select you can select it and do the exact same thing you do regularly. And then there's sculpt. You can make anything higher. You can even change shape. There's paint. You can paint on stuff. Like I'm painting snow. Smooth. Basic smooths it out and also removes it. Sea level. This is a bit confusing. Doing this, and if you click create, guess what? You just made water. And this water will never move. So it's hilarious. Like if I click play, watch this. The water will never spill. It just does not care about physics. Unless, of course, you turn on physics mode. That'll be bad. Yes, it acts like real water as well. Which is kind of funny. So it won't spill, it just magically ends. But it acts like real water. It's just how Roblox Studio works. And then, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We'll just go on terrain. Oh, by the way, another important thing is that it's not that easy to remove everything. Oh, you just need to click select. It's pretty easy to remove everything, but it's not anywhere in the parts. To move something, let's see. You have to click select it all. Oh no. Yeah, it's a lot harder to remove it than to add it. Like, let's try transform. What does this do? You can mostly tweak around these with yourself. I'm just going to move them under the map for now. What? I'm just going to move them under the map for now. Great, I'm just going to clear everything. Clear all terrain. See ya. You can generate an entire terrain or take dunes. I'm gonna make everything. Because I'm about to make an entire area. I'm gonna make the blending huge. Scale it. Oh, oops. There, scale it huge. This might lag out my game, but whatever. And if you click generate, caves, yes. If you do like an insane terrain like me, it'll have you a loading screen. Let's go watch it out. Oh, weird. Why is it only dirt? I think it's because I wanted everything, even caves. Let's click play. Maybe it's just a visual glitch. Nope, it's not a visual glitch at all. What is this material? Rock? Oh, I think it's because I clicked blending. Oops. Now I'm going to click generate. Oh, wait, that's bad. That's bad. Whatever. It's fine setting blending to 0. Please work, please work, please work. I don't get what happened. Maybe because it's way too much. Remove that. Remove lava scape. I'll remove these two. Combine size to 1,000 and generate. This should hopefully work. Right? Maybe a biome size of 1,000 was a bit too much. Not even gonna look at it, closing my eyes and clicking play. What's about to happen? Why is it only lava? What's going on? Weird, looks like it just isn't working for me right today. It should work better for you. Then we have the Toolbox, the greatest thing ever. It's insane for new people, new creators, and professional ones too. Here you can find so many things. Do you want a natural spawn point? Do you want a new NPC? Do you want a realistic sky? Click it, it adds, you have realistic sky. Just worry about something like, if a tree has a script, don't use it. Like some of them might be viruses, but most of them aren't. Like why does a treehouse have scripts? But it does have the orange thing, which means it's made by an official as a high quality item, marked by Roblox, so it's fine. So that means if like it has scripts, like why would a road have scripts? If it does, then you shouldn't use it. Shift to run. This is one I always use. Always make sure to and read this. Like sometimes maybe it may say like, go here, go there. It says disable. I wonder why. Let's undisable it. Enable script. Oh my god. Another thing is if you're using shift, just want to make sure that's off. Yeah, see, it works. I just had shift on. Look how much better it is. This is without it. This is with it. And a good thing about these scripts that you can always easily adjust them. Like this. If you know the really good code with Lua good, you can easily adjust them. And then you can find vehicle structure, lights. You can find so many things. Like if a dead guy has scripts or tycoon walls of scripts, a scary sky. Also check the ratings and also check the number of ratings. Like if you find something 0, this I use a lot too. Oh, by the way, don't worry if some stuff like spawn there. That's perfectly natural because it tells you to like put this inside starter GUI. See, it's there. And you can't adjust it, but if I click play and I somehow take damage, it'll work. So I'm just going to delete it, and this, and this. Then we have the part 2, the thing I was using all along. There's a block, a sphere, a wedge, a corner wedge, and a cylinder. The simplest shapes ever, yet they can make so many things. It's the block editor, pretty simple. By the way, do not try to delete, it'll just frustrate you. You have to drag them all like this. Right click and click cut. Command X. I don't know why it's not delete, but it's just not. So then there's the UI. This is what I was talking about earlier, GUI, UI. First you add a screen UI, and then you can add a frame. You're wondering what a frame is, like an organizer. You can put stuff inside the frame. Like a text box. And script. I don't think a click detector works here. And there's stuff like a UI corner, drag detector, gradient, layout. Like doing this will make everything in a square. Make sure to add it to frame. That means if you add like text buttons and then copy and paste them like in there, it creates a perfect square. And I could just tidy it all up. That's UI. Import 3D. This is interesting. What it does is you can import a file from like Blender or other stuff. Blender's not the only one. And then you can make it like a something in your game. Scripts won't work, unfortunately. There's the color. This works with a part. Let me just get a block. The original part. And I add scale like this. Now with this, if I set color, I can set it to green or white. light blue. And then there's material. I can set it to material. I can set it to that. I can even set it to like a water-looking material. Is this water? No, it's glacier. Sorry. Where is water? Like a water. Just like water doesn't count as a material, but like you can generate water. Yeah, it uses an AI to create a material for you. And it gives you images where you can select one. It's kind of laggy. See, it just almost happened. Then there's the group. You can group multiple things. You can lock something so you can't move it just to make sure. And then anchor. This means that you cannot move. Well, it cannot move while it's in the game. Of course it can move. But if you're in physical mode and you click anchor, you just literally can't move it, unfortunately. Then we have play. Simple, it's play. Current client, this only works when you're in. This swaps from being the client, which is the player, to the server. But if you're the client, you can actually see the players, the network server. These suddenly just got stuff in them. You can see me because your server's still running. See, you can see me, gamer. And another funny thing is, even if you're in test, as long as you're in Roblox Studio, you can do this. You can make yourself a giant, or you can also make yourself tiny. See how tiny I am? And you don't even need to do it on the server client. It does get buggy when you change your size, but like you have to do it, right? Like, let me just make myself huge. Bigger. Bigger. I made myself too big. That's the Earth. You can cause a lot of chaos with it. But it does not save if you leave and rejoin because everything is local. Then we have the game settings. This you can publish your game. I'll tell you that in a second. Team test. This is if you're collaborating. If you are collaborating, you can click collaborate. You have to, again, save to Roblox. That we'll do it later then. This is the assistant. Like, I can do make me a backpack GUI element. And then watch this. Ready? We're going to, it's just suddenly going to appear on our screen. See? In the backpack GUI, created a frame with a text label, item 1. And don't worry about what it's generating. This, if you run this code, it just does it. But then there's the hide code thing. Make it disappear and make a working health bar. This is like ChatGPT, just you can also do like actually do it without telling you to do it. And then if you do something, you do have to click accept. Accept. Wait, what did I say? Create a script. Oh no. What's this? Let's click play. Let's see what it did. So it made a health bar. Now let's see. Give me a command to change players' health that I can run in command bar. Yes, this is the command bar, this is the output, this is the explorer, and this is the assistant. Okay, whatever. Just do it already. I don't wanna. This is why it's better to use ChatGPT. It's a lot less lag laggy. So I'm just gonna copy humanoid, run it here, humanoid dot health, and hope this works, equals 0. Yeah, what to do? Let's try this. Not really good at, I'm not the best at Lua coding, Lua scripting. I'm mainly good at Scratch, but I do know how to use Roblox Studio. Okay, so it almost worked. Well, like, of course, it's not easy. It's not easy to really code, but it is possible. So, okay, so now that we have this, we have model. Modeling, most of it's the exact same thing. This is like the moving, how much you move, how much you rotate. Align, the exact same thing. Union. Unions are kind of complicated, so we'll do them later. Well, yeah, only blocks, yeah. If I create a block and add a union to it, they quickly get complicated. So we're not gonna do them. Create also this, and then there's effects. You can add an effect, like if I add a fire. Where is it? See? Of course, it doesn't actually do any damage. We have to add a script. And then this is a spawn to spawn location. And as you can see, whenever you do this, for anything you spawn, it comes with those effects. This creates a model, which you can put stuff inside. Notice this is importing the model. This is service. This insert service from the service selection. This edit collision groups, and then this runs a script. And then these are the 3 types of scripts, regular ones, they just run. Local scripts run from the client. Module script is a script that once you make it, any script can access it. That makes, like, if you have if you have weapons and they all use the same mechanic but a bit different, you can use a module script. But they're hard to use. And then we have avatar. This is where it starts getting fun. This is the create accessory, the accessory fitting tool. They kind of go hard. Import 3D. You import rig builder. This is a rig builder. You can do my after scan vector. We're going to do mine. This is you. And it does come with an entire animation thing, but we don't need it. Then there's avatar setup. Yeah, you have to import some stuff. It's complicated. There's animation editor. This is fun and hard at the same time. So first of all, I'm going to give it a name. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to choose a rig. If you don't have to use a rig, you can find a basic dummy in the toolbox. So I'm using a rig. Oh, perfect. First of all, you can name it whatever you want. Test animation. And then now, the way this works, you have to choose a body part. You don't really need this, so you can just delete it. You can choose a body part. You can choose a body part, and then click like move. So this is what it starts like, correct? If you add plus, and we can add the entire body. Now, you can click any part of the body. Like if we click the hand, we can move the hand, go like there. And yes, if you move it there, it won't just teleport. Like you'll have an entire smooth animation. If I move that to 5, and then make that regular. Like now if I turn on playback, and then do copy it there, but then move it to 1. Yeah, your hand just disappears. You can make this to easily make full-on animations. Remember to use Command X, not backspace. Like I can do my entire head fall into the sky. and then making it come down again. But then, let's see, what should I add? Okay, and then after that happens, a little later, an explosion happens. My entire body gets stretched. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just trying to think of something on the spot. My entire body somehow gets stretched. One of our Roblox is going to show the stretch animation. It'll be funny. Don't even want to know how this works. But then suddenly here, my right hand, no, and then, wait, let's make this funny at the end. Suddenly my lower torso stretches. My lower torso, I go here, I go there, and then I somehow move that there, and I go back very quick in less than a second. I go back, and then somehow I become a giant. Somehow my leg gets rotated into insanity and then runs away. And I can also do that with my other leg. Rotate to find the leg. Now I need a left lower leg. It just magically goes like that. Get the move tool and then run. And now I'm doing the splits. And then we can turn on continuous playback, and then this is hilarious. As I was saying, you can make a hilarious animation. Let me just make a new one. Delete and just make an actual one. Like an actual one would be select the entire leg. We're going to add. Let's see. We're going to do right upper leg. We're going to click this, and then we're going to click move. Now we're going to click rotate. You could make animations easily. I'm just going to make a quick one. That's good. And then we can add the left upper leg. There, and then we can click it, and then we can make it go backwards. Oh no, we have to move all of this at like 0.4. This here, we need to make everything back to normal. Right here, we need to make everything back to normal. Just trust the process. And then after there, it goes, and then here, we need to swap it. The left leg, we need to make that go forward. And then at 1, we just need to do there. Just trust the process, okay? We need to go there, we need to go all the way to 1, and we do Command V. Now if we turn on continuous playback, that's what that is. If you're wondering what the other buttons do, I'll tell you. This is continuous playground. This is the last one. This is the next frame. And then this is the preview. This is reverse animation. This back frame to the beginning. This is the timeline. You can change how long it is. You can change where it is. You can name it here. And then, if I place it there, and I click play, I have actual walking animation. Look how smooth it turned. Look, and I turn on continuous playback. It's permanently walking. I could make it better if I had time. And then, yeah. If you want to put it in your code, you need to search that up. This video is going to be like infinitely long if I add that too. But then we're going to have to rush the rest. There's the test. We can test local, blah, blah, blah. There's the view. You can view everything. The assistant is there. Plugins. You would probably start off with 0 plugins, but I have quite a lot. You can manage plugins folder, all of those later. And then there's game settings. This is publishing your game. First click save to Roblox. Description, we don't need anything. We just get a name there. No. Now, oops, I accidentally clicked. If I click cancel, boom, now it's saved. You will get kicked out. You can rejoin it though. Now, if I click game settings, it's saved. There's all of these. More on publishing the game, more on fully publishing a game later, but that's it for this extremely long video. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. It would help out the channel a ton. And I'm trying to get, if we can get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't think it's possible, but I believe in my channel. So, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!